8.3 multiplying binomials. We are going to be using distributing, and we're also going to show you a box method. You could use either one if you want, but one you may find easier. If you just remember it's distributing, you don't have to make the box, but that's always helpful for some people to do. And you'll see what I mean when we get going on it. So let's try the first problem. All right, multiplying binomials. Recall that a binomial is a two-term polynomial, such as x minus 3. There's a term and there's a term, okay, with addition or subtraction in between. All right, when we multiply two binomials together, we must distribute. And recall your exponent rules. When you're multiplying, you add your exponents of like variables. You're going to be combining like terms to simplify, and your answer is going to be an expression. Again, we will not have an equal sign in our problem. Okay? All right, so the first problem says x plus 3 times x minus 2. All right, you're going to want to take this x and distribute it first to each part of the parentheses, the second parenthesis. So x times x right here, and then x times a negative 2 right here. Then you're going to multiply the 3 through, 3 times x, okay, and then 3 times a negative 2. All right, when you get that, you end up with x times x, which is x squared, because remember you add your exponents, multiply your big ones, big numbers, and then x times a negative 2, which is negative 2x, 3 times x, which is 3x, and 3 times a negative 2, which is a negative 6. All right, now when you do this, you will have some terms that you need to combine. So you need to look, do I have any other x squares? No. I have a plain x and a plain x. Yes, I can combine these two. And then just a constant, I don't have anything else to go with that. So I'm going to combine the middle. So it's a negative 2x plus 3x is just going to make 1x. Okay, remember when we're adding, we don't change anything or add anything to your variables, you just put them together. So this becomes simply x squared plus x minus 6. That is your answer. All right, so it's important to keep your work neat when you're doing this, so you will be able to see what you've got going on, making sure that you distribute each term in the first set of parentheses to each term in the second set of parentheses. Right, so let's use the box method also to do this problem. I took the first binomial, x plus 3, and I put it on the top. This space is for the x, and this space is for the other part. And then the x minus 2, I'm going to go this way. Well, this is the x section, and this is the minus 2 section. So when you do this, you're just going to multiply and then put your answer in the box. So this is x times x, which is x squared. X times 3, which is 3x. Okay, now you do the negative 2. Negative 2 times x, negative 2x. Negative 2 times 3, which is negative 6. When you do the box method, your diagonals are going to be your like terms. So then you just rewrite your answer and you end up with x squared. Combine your like terms. 3 minus 2 is 1 minus 6. Okay, your diagonals will always be your like terms that you have to put together. And it's very simple. You just put one across the top and one across the side, and then you multiply. Now, you can also do this when you're distributing a binomial and a trinomial. Okay, anything you can do with either of these methods, you just have to distribute all the way through or make additional boxes for your problem. So this one, let's distribute the x times the x squared, which is going to be x to the third power, x times a negative 3x, which makes negative 3x squared, x times 2, 2x. Okay, now we must distribute the 4 all the way through. 4 times x squared, 4x squared. 4 times a negative 3x, that's going to be a negative 12x. And then 4 times 2, which is 8. You must combine like terms. Okay, I don't have any other x to the third power, so that must be the first term. All right, I have a negative 3x squared and a 4x squared. So that's going to be plus 1x squared when you combine them. I have a 2x and a negative 12x. So that's going to be a minus 10x. And then it just leaves me with the plus 8 at the back. This would be my final answer. Now again, we're going to use the same problem. I'm going to show you how to put it into the box. If you're going to do, a 2 by 3, so this would be your x, and this would be your plus 4. This is going to be x squared minus 3x, and then your plus 2. Okay? And you do just like you did before. X times x squared, x to the third power. X times the negative 3x, which is going to make a negative 3x squared. X times 2, 2x. 4 times x squared is 4x squared. 4 times a negative 3x is negative 12x. And 4 times 2 is 8. Again, your diagonals, I'll get a different color so you can see it better. Your diagonals are going to be your like terms that you have to put together. So this would be, again, x cubed, and then we have 4x, take away 3x, it's going to be 1x squared. Negative 12 and positive 2 make a negative 10x, and then plus 8. So as you can see, you can get the same answer either way you do your problem. Okay? So if you have any questions with this, please come in and see me and we'll get working on these. These are very, very easy. I think they're very fun. You just have to remember all your exponent rules, and whichever method you choose will work for you. See you in class.